Press the button, and then we're going live. Waiting for some green dots, show that it's online. We're connected to YouTube, connected to Facebook. Twitch is sending data, but it always says that. So I think it's okay to say hello to a cat. Meow. 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 Replay. Didn't mean just a rhyme. Calm down. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. What about me? Should I talk now? Am I the cat that you're going to talk to first? It better be and not stupid old Ted, because if Ted is cat number one, oh, you know that upsets me. You know it upsets me so very much. You know that, right? So much. I hate Ted. Do I have to? I mean, I could write a book about it. Be like, chapter 1, why I hate Ted. Chapter 2, some ways that I hate Ted. Chapter 3, some revenges and plots I have against Ted that I probably won't do. Chapter 4 and or 5, how I did it, if I did it, but I didn't do it, but this is what I did, but I didn't do it. Things, that's just going to be a bunch of stuff that I just make up, and it's not going to be stuff that I did to Ted, or did to destroy his picture. Hey, bros, you guys talking about me? No, go back to sleep, Ted. Just chilling and illin' over here. So everything's fine. Everything is fine. Guys, just get along. We're just gonna tell some stories. We're gonna talk Space Goody and Paproo 101. And later on, when CTK is done with work, she will watch it while she's folding her laundry, as she has said. And if she's not folding her laundry while she's watching it, well then, I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what to believe anymore. Why am I pointing my finger like this? Follow me on Instagram at Mr. Cartoons. Remember when we used to do like skits? You'd have like this whole 20-minute long skit where we would like say things and it would be fun and, clever. Yeah. Yeah, it's when I had time to like pre-write things, edit things, do a bunch of stuff. Mostly you just like go for a walk in the woods and be like, oh my god, I have no ideas. I will never have any ideas ever again. And then suddenly you'll be like, hey, I have an idea. And then you got to run home and work on that idea. And then this could be that idea. But instead you're just going to be like, no, let's just ramble. Yeah, we're just going to ramble. If you shut up, we'll talk about the things that I have notes about. And maybe you can chime in. But once you get rambling, you forget about that I'm even here. That I don't get to chime in. I'm just like, hey, microphone off. 1 2 1 2. This is not a test. And Ripley's all like, no big deal. I will not cut to him. Meow, 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 meow. I know. I get it. Everything's against me. Everything is against me. Bruh, we're all friends here. We're just trying to stream lively and have a good time and draw some comic strips. And Bo, you're still the star of the comic strips, bro. That's true. If today's comic strip is about Ted, I swear to effing F, I will murder everyone in this room, and I will scratch your eyes out before, during, and after. Just for the fun of it, Diet Coke. It's a live stream? I don't know. Ripley? Play the intro, sweetest angel. Hey, Space Goody and Pat, and everyone else who can imagine that. Paproo subscribed. I think the text just said truth or something. I couldn't see it from here. But if anyone else wants to subscribe, do it. Feel free. I'm not going to stop you, or I dare you. I don't think you can. I don't think you have the audacity to subscribe to a channel like this. Aren't I supposed to be the abrasive crazy one? And you're supposed to be like, hey, calm down, but don't be so abrasive and crazy. And then you say something reasonably, and then I threaten the people. Should I threaten Pat? I'll threaten Pat right now. No. Pat subscribed. Be nice to Pat. Always be nice to Pat. Hey, where's Pat? Hey, Pat. Seriously, we're always going to be nice to Pat. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't we be nice to everyone, bros? We're all just chilling. Oh, my mouth stopped moving, and I didn't notice. That's fine. Sometimes there's a delay or something. I don't know what that's all about. But if I keep an eye on my face while I talk, then my mouth will always be moving. Right, bros? What were we talking about? My mouth not moving. It did it again. Maybe you should fix that later. Maybe I will. Maybe I will if I can remember what camera is what. Oh my god. Twitch! Truth Twitch from Patty Prue. He's subscribing to me. Maybe to you, but probably not. Mostly me. Always me. Again, I'm the one that's supposed to be yelling, me! Look at me! Put me in the comic strippings. Make me the star of the thing. You stop talking and make me talk the more. Look at me, I'm on the mug. Are you on the mug? No, I'm on the mug. There is a mug with me, but it's the logo face. Close enough. I'm also in the logo face though. If you look in there closely, I'm the one controlling the brain. Like there's a little, if you watch the intro again, which we're not going to do, but if you do watch it again and go back and watch it in slow motion, it's pretty easy to see that I'm like pulling some knobs and wires up there and making you do the things that you do, and then you're just like, oh, I guess I'll just eat these dinosaur, I don't know, chicken nuggets. Is that what they are? Well, anyway, what are we doing this week? I did think of I thought of a new comic strip, even though we haven't finished last week's comic strip yet. I'll finish that one of these days. It just needs words. Maybe I'll do it today. I don't know. My arm hurts. My arm hurts. My mom texted me earlier today, and I think it said, hey, you already got your shot, or whatever. How are things going? Because I told her I was getting it last week and didn't realize I got the date wrong, and then I got it today. But her text was weird, and I could barely understand it, and then she wrote another text immediately after that saying, like, I don't even know what happened there. I guess I'm tired. I don't know why it looks like that. I'm just like, yeah. Like, I mean, I didn't even say anything back because, yeah, we all write texts that were just like, I know what I just wrote. Um, why does it look like that? Why does it look crazy? I'm pretty sure I just wrote words, but those are not the words that I wrote. There's easily 4 extra words in there. Why did it auto jam those in there? But you hit the spacebar too quick. It throws some things in there, and you don't know. Anyway, I texted her back like, yep, actually today was the day of the vaccine, and I got it, and it's great. It's great. My arm doesn't hurt. Whatever they said was going to happen, possibility wise, it didn't happen. So everything's awesome. And then like I don't know, an hour later, I'm just like, I keep having this weird feeling of like, I don't know how to describe it. You want to take a crack? You want to chime in more in this episode? Is that what your deal is? I don't know what's going on inside your head. How about what if it's like you have a weird sense memory reaction where you think, oh my god, I can't believe I keep banging into this cupboard door, but then you turn and you're nowhere near a cupboard door. You're outside, or you're in your office, or just some place where you can't possibly bang your arm, but you're like, how come I keep banging my arm? And then it's like a weird ghost feeling or something. Yeah, exactly that. Every so often, if you move my arm just right or just forget about it, it's like it's not that bad. But it's this weird thing where it's like it's not like ow, I'm banging my arm on a cupboard door. It's more like seriously, I can't believe I banged my arm on that cupboard door 4 minutes ago. Um, and oh yeah, exactly like that. Like it feels very much like I keep having these weird moments of I want to describe them as rage, but they're not. But just that frustration that you have with your jerk friend who thinks it's hilarious and fun to hurt you, or it's usually like a cousin or an older brother or something like that, younger brother in my case. But yeah, it very much feels like Charlie horse, ha 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 ha. We're having great fun because we're friends, and I just hurt you, and then you're just like hours later, like, do I even need friends? I don't think I need friends. Not having friends doesn't get me punched, and then I have more time to draw pictures, and I don't have to explain my picture drawing to these punchy friends. But it's usually, relatives. So what are you gonna do, huh? You can't kick relatives out of your life. I mean, you can. People do. That's neither here nor there. Either way, went to the right place on the right day and thought, this will be easy. I made the appointment for lunchtime. I'll go in at lunchtime. And they just bloop, poke you in the arm, and away you go. It was like across the street. It was like literally the grocery store. The grocery store that I mention all the time, right over there. It was right over there. So other than I don't like doing this next to all the gluten-free, lactose-free foods. Feels weird. There is like a separate little room that you go into, or it is like the pharmacy medical type thing. So it's like this seems more normal, but just the fact that I'm like I don't like I don't like hanging out in a grocery store, waiting for a medical procedure of any kind, as simple or complicated as it is. And oh, is my pen gonna work? My pen was acting weird for the last 2 days. And it's doing it again in mysterious ways. I don't know why. Don't know how. The over this camera for a second. Watch this. I'm not taking my pen off the tablet. Only Pat's gonna know what I'm talking about. But I'm just gonna draw a circle here. Drawing a circle here. Just doing a spiral. Now it's going okay. But that first chunk, this first area right here, there should be a line there, but there isn't. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of I was expecting to do it at the school, like where I went to school actually. I was very surprised that it was like, yeah, just over here. Like, that's wildly convenient. Like both are pretty convenient. This one was exceptionally convenient. But yeah, I expected like the times were so specific. Like your appointment is 12:35. Like okay, so 12:35. It is just like, hey, just line up and jab and go. This isn't going to take any time at all. And there was like a bunch of people there, and I'm just like, why are there so many people here? What are they waiting for? Why is there only 6 chairs? What's happening? Um, so I guess the 6 chairs were for after you got jabbed, then you could sit in that chair because they may make you stay 15 minutes at least to make sure that you don't break out in hives or fall over, what have you. So I'm just like, cool, cool. So there's no waiting area. I'm just gonna sit by the frozen fish, I guess. I'm just gonna stand next to the frozen fish and not feel like a crazy person waiting to get a needle in the grocery store. But first, you sign in. Of course, they ask you all the standard COVID questions they have to answer when you go to the bank or try to get a haircut. Um. Oh, pen. Why? What? Why? Started the computer. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Probably have to update a driver or something. I don't know. It's not acting normal at all. Like like a pen running out of ink. Um. Oh, this is mind bending. I don't even understand. Are there any programs open that I can close to give this more? No, I closed everything. Spotify, make sure that's off. Firefox. Oh, see what happens. Um, and yeah, so the first lady takes the information. Super nice, super nice, super nice. Everybody there seemed reasonable. Nobody was losing their mind or being weird. Yeah. I'm just afraid that if I turn off the display and turn it back on again, everything here gets thrown out of whack. So I'm just trying to like push forward as best I can, even though I do know that has to be the only solution. Um, oh, dare I? But yeah, I haven't really seen any anti-maskers around here. Like on karate lessons on Saturday mornings on Twitch. Um, they were talking about, and Pat was talking about, people at the farmers market there. Some dude with like a sign that said "getting the vaccine." Make sure your penis shrink. I think was that what it was. So that's cool that he showed up to do that. Um, that was a loud ding. That's fine. Um, yeah. Other than that guy yelling at me, "Why are you wearing a mask?" Haven't really seen any anti-mask madness around here. Um, why? Why phone? Shut up. Oh my god. My phone started a new thing. Maybe everybody's phone started a new thing where it's like, hey, we're putting noises on everything now. You didn't get a message, but some stuff happened in a messenger, so we're just gonna make a bunch of dings. That doesn't have anything to do with you. Just enjoy it. Um, So whatever, sit there, wait, realize that there isn't a big lineup of people. All the people that are sitting there waiting are waiting to leave because they already got jabbed. But meanwhile, I'm still just like, shouldn't it be my turn? Why? Why did I fight with that stupid government website to pick such a specific time? If then three other people are going to come up and they're going to be like, "Yep, 12:25 or 12:35," like you just gave the same appointment to several people? That's not how appointments work. And again, I realize this thing is supposed to be fast. It only takes a minute, but because you have to sign people in, because people have to wait, because there's only one people doing the stabbing, one person doing the stabbing, then yeah, let's give each appointment at least 5 minutes before you schedule the next one. I don't know. Maybe I'm selfish. Maybe I'm a jerk. But I was trying to get back to work in time to present at the Monday meeting. It's Tuesday. Yeah. It was apparently a holiday for everywhere in the country except here. It was. I know that it's the May 24th weekend in this province and every other province, but for some reason, sometimes the weird holiday calendar says that, oh, no, it's only a holiday in another province. And I'm just like, okay, cool. I guess I'll just keep working then. So I just kept working then. Um, yeah, it also says it's not a holiday there either, Pat. Even though it is. But whatever. Um, I won't lie, because it was technically a holiday. I half-assed it quite deliberately for the day. I still got plenty done, and I did a good job. But I didn't go, my normal level of crazy work ethic. Um, all right. I'm gonna turn it off and on again, and we'll see what happens. And we'll see what happens. Oh man, I'm sure everything's gonna be fine, bro. If you just believe, and then you receive. It's a secret. There's a whole book about it. Meow, 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 meow. I mean, it did turn you into producer, and it gave Ted the power to be some sort of whatever he is, calmness guru. So let's try. Let's try. I'm gonna press straight here. It's just a little button with a little power symbol on it. I'm just gonna turn it off, and I'm gonna turn it back on, and everything's not gonna go sideways. All right, I turned it off. Just gonna leave it off for a second. Um, what are we gonna do with all that stuff? You can finish your story, or I don't know. You want to go get something to drink? You want to go get some snacks? No, we're gonna turn it back on. All right. Not even looking at it. Oh, the computer monitor screen just flashed a bunch of different ways. That's not scary. Came back on. Uh, Stuff is moved. Probably just need to recalibrate the pen again or something. There you go. Oh, seems to be working. Seems to be working. That's in the way. I can't see what's going on. All right, let's close this. There we go. So far, so good. So anyway, wait. Go and into the room. She jabs me and just like starts going over like, by the way, these are the side effects. You might feel like this, you might feel like that, and I just want to be like, don't say them out loud, or you will Beetlejuice me. Um, it doesn't matter if I get any of these side effects or not. If you tell me what they are, I will convince myself that I feel each and every one of them before the end of the night, if not for a day or two or three, like you said. So just stab me real quick, and then let me go feel bad about it for the rest of the day. I'll try to feel good about it, but still, you gave me a whole pamphlet full of things to be afraid of that I'm going to try not to read, but it's responsibility wise, I should just read them. You ever want to take hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of really fancy, expensive gear? And yes, this is the cheapest version of the gear that is available for drawing tabletness. But man, oh man, I want to smash this to pieces right now. Even though it's so magical. See, it's just like I have this. I have these like post-it notes. I don't even know if they're dollar store post-it notes or if they're real post-it notes, but it's just like these little notepads that I write notes on. A little bit of lined paper. They're bigger than a regular square post-it note. They're, you know, I have no idea. They're about this big. And for some strange reason, I have these Papermate pens specifically. They're like my favorite pen to draw with, which I haven't really drawn with in a long time. So I've gotten tons of them. They're not dried out. Sometimes they're brand new, and I can write at the top of the page, no problem. I can write at the very bottom of the page, no problem. But somewhere around the middle of the page, it's always like draw it right, and then it's like it's just nothing. Just nothing comes out, and I can't explain it other than, the universe is just messing with me. It's just a weird matrix thing because it just makes no sense that I can just be like, pen doesn't work in the middle of the page, let's go to the top, pen works again. And then I can kind of very quickly get it to work, and then halfway through, go draw in the middle of the page. I'm getting that feeling here right now. See, I'm making thousands of lines right now. Hundreds of thousands of lines. Oh, there they are. Eventually, they come back, and it kind of does that with that pen. And I'm somewhere in my head, I'm just thinking, well, neither of these things are real. Somehow, this is an elaborate punking. Johnny Knoxville is jackassing me over here. But whatever. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. I'll do a firmware update or something later. I don't know. So yeah, so she's saying the stuff. I still read through the thing. I'm just like, oh man, hives and this and this and that. And I'm like, all right, like odds are worst that's gonna happen is my arm is gonna hurt. You can't really get a needle without your arm at least feeling somewhat sore. Oh man, like just why though? But why? Does this thing need a battery? Is it the pen? My pen running out of power? I need to recharge this somehow? That would make sense. But how? How? Any openings? But whatever. I'll look some stuff up later. Ah, why does it let me do one line and then when I go to actually draw the thing, it's like, oh no, 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 no. You could do the little scribbles. We're fine with you doing the little scribbles. But if you want to draw something real, no deal. No deal. No deal. Ah! I can't even scroll. I can't even scroll. Alright, there's a circle. It's not the circle I want. Circle I deserve. Um, like, please, please. I draw real slow, never lifting my pen, and then it won't run out. So anyway, I sit there and everything's fine. I'm just like, like there's no way I can make it back across the street in time to present at the meeting. So Corbin will have to handle that. No big deal. I already warned him. I'm very responsible. But I thought I was like, there's still a chance I could still make it, but I've got to sit here for 15 minutes. Makes no sense. I'm gonna go crazy. I should have changed the topic on this one to just chatting instead of creative. We kind of roughed out a sketch of a cat. I mean, I swear to fun. Back for a second. Alright, I'm gonna go look into the settings for this thing. See what I can see. So anyway, I'm like, well, that's 15 minutes. Like, I better get back to work now. And the lady taking the numbers was just like, oh, I was like, you can stay here for a bit if you want. Like, you can just tell them we wouldn't let you go. They're like, I appreciate it. We're having some fun here right now. But why? I haven't been entertaining. I haven't been fun. But you're still just like, hey, like you're just hanging out here. Like you're clearly the coolest, funnest person that has come here so far this morning. Why not hang out here for another 15 minutes at the grocery store injection clinic? Like again, she was super nice. And it's just like, what? What? And I'm just like, no. I mean, it's tempting. It's tempting to just keep sitting here. I could go for a good sit. I've been just animating my face off all weekend, like just all day and all night. Very tired, very exhausted. I could definitely use 15 minutes in an uncomfortable chair, but no, my job is still better and more fun than sitting in the freezer section of a grocery store. It's just not. Let me click on the pen. Pressure sensitivity. Like it's registering when I'm in the settings thing, right? Test, pressure test, test your pressure best. They won't work when you draw a cat, but when you pressure test, your lines are fat. Pressure test, pressure test. It's not your fault. They won't take you to the vet. You're obviously not their favorite pet. No, that's not doing a whole different thing over here. All right? Thinking about the lines on the thing. No, it's pretty weird though. Seriously, I'm like the happy one today, and you're the angry one. Is anyone else noticing this? This is this is ironic, don't you think? You're like 10,000 spoons, and I'm a knife over here, and everyone needs a knife. That's just a fact. Just just frustrated. Also, my arm hurts. Oh. Does it hurt a lot? No, but because I keep talking with my arms, why did I do that? Why did I do that? just to just to give the example of how hard I talk with my arms, and when I do that, it hurts. It hurts like the real feeling. It feels like I've been like, I don't know, holding something heavy like this for a while, and now I'm just like, when's that gonna stop being sore? Okay, there it goes. It didn't work on the pressure test, so it's is the pen. But there has to be devices connected, work area. Is that going to tell me anything? No. About configuration, export configuration, hotkeys. I don't want any of those doing nothing. Just every once in a while, it's dying. So I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm gonna have to Google it. That was the only thing I was thinking. I meant to bring that up on the thing. I meant to have Milo say, "Hey, just like what Pat said, why don't you just take the Advil, idiot? And that will make the pain go away." And I'll be like, yeah, I have thought of that about 16 times, and I keep thinking, but I just got a shot, and I don't know, I don't want it to kill off the stuff before it has time to take effect. That's a Thade. You're being a Thade right now? Of course I am. That's what I do. That's my jam. I can't wait to get a haircut again. I also didn't realize we were still in like full lockdown. Um, I thought that was only 2 weeks, but I guess everything's still in lockdown, so all the hours are still weird. Stuff is still closed. But when you don't really go anywhere except walking around the neighborhood, you don't notice. You don't notice. Um, yeah, I don't know. Oh, here's a little settings. Let's see what's under here. Check for updates. Huh? No updates available. That's no help. Hmm. I mean, definitely the answer is going to be uninstall it and reinstall it. Once I do Google it, that's just a fact. That's just a fact. I'm gonna hit monitor calibration. I'm gonna do some. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Clicking on you. Not not calibrating. Not calibrating. Why are you not registering? Come on, no pen. Come on, no pen. Come on. Cancel. Cancel. Keeps dying. Just keeps dying. Oh, dare I? Dare I? Dare I? What did I just do? I just reach off screen like this and just draw with a mouse. Do do do. There is something like I'm pretty sure that you do have to recharge or do something with the power in this thing. You know what? For some reason, I feel like I remember reading like, oh, like just putting it in the pen holder thing charges it somehow, which doesn't make any sense because it's just a plastic circle. Um, but I never put it in the pen holder thing. Um, so let's see if I can Google it whilst telling stories. Let's see if that's possible. Hmm? Dear internet, I've got a question. How come my pen isn't the best then? I need it to work real good, 'cause I need it for work and for fun. And I paid money for you. Alright, so let's type Huion. Hey Huion! I'm over here trying to live stream with you. I've got upwards of 4 people watching, and that's a lot of people to influence. The influencing people over here, left, right, and center. And if lost the voice, didn't have it. Hey, brah, there it is. Also, it's just good to support the artist. Huion? Huion. um, and unresponsive. Search. Why is my Huion pen not working? Today we're just gonna have a good old-fashioned game of Ask Google things that apply to me. Check my notes real quick as well. Check whether the pen has a battery. Check and see if you have turned on the power button before start using the pen. Try to replace the battery with a new AAA battery. Please check if the battery is properly inserted inside the pen. Press and hold the power button for around 5 to 8 seconds. All the power will be drained from your computer. Let the laptop sit for what? Now plug in everything. Does my Huion pen have a battery? 1 AAA battery needed before using on and off button design. On the top of the pen, 2 pen buttons customizable. No. Try charging the pen, because the issue may be caused by low battery. Also, you can try to charge the pen nib. Oh, change the pen nib with a new one, because the issue will happen as well if the pen nib is short. Try to reboot your computer. Try again on another computer without the driver installed. No on-off button. Nib still seems quite fully intact. Alright, it's what I thought, I think. Dear Huion team, my Canvas Pro 16 pen is not working. No matter what I do, I tried restarting the pen and re-downloading the driver, but it still did not help. The monitoring calibration screen works, so I don't know why the pen doesn't work. Please help me. Hi, Timothy. When you say the monitoring calibration, blah, 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 probably from, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, uninstall the driver. Yeah, I either have to uninstall this and reinstall it, or figure out there's a way to charge this pen. I don't know. I don't know. Some of them do. Like when I did look it up, like this definitely doesn't have a AAA battery in it. I mean, it doesn't weigh anything, and pretty sure if I keep twisting it, it's just gonna snap and not open. But yeah, I think I just have to uninstall it completely, reinstall it, and that'll make it work again. It's weird that it does occasionally work. Maybe I'll try and change the pen nib as well. So yeah, I was looking through Instagram today. Ripley, watch me while I talk. And I saw a post, all some stop motion things, and one of the posts was from this company that makes these little stop motion or like fully articulated little figures for making stop motion with, doing things. Never really saw them before, and one ring to remove the nib. And yeah, there's this post that was like, "Hey, Donald, like, he's a pretty great stop motion artist as well as a great actor. So we sent him this, and we can't wait. Hopefully, he animates with it, and we can't wait to see what he does." And I'm like, "Who? What now? Another just famous person getting some free stuff just for being free? I would like one of these expensive, cool things. How cool do I have to get for you to send me this thing in the mail?" This nib is completely different from the other one. I guess not. Smaller actually, but whatever. See if this works. Oh my god. And I'm just like, who even is this? Who are you talking about? Donald who? Who is this famous Donald person? Um so I clicked it, checked it out. Nothing here. Charge. Don't know. Don't know. So I clicked it. All right, let's pretend that it just needed a new nib and it works. And if we believe hard enough, and if you ask, and if you wait for my mouth to move, and you ask and you believe and you receive, brah, it'll totally work. Let's go surfing. We're not going surfing. No, let's go surfing now. Everybody go surfing now. Come on, surf safari with me. But first, maybe fix my mouth. One of these days, I'll fix all the things. Ah! Bite it in half. I want to bite it in half. I want to bite it. I don't know if you can you hear that? I don't see it registering on the microphone. Just the tick 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 of me not drawing anything. So I guess I'll just draw with a mouse. I'll just draw with a mouse like it's 1985. Um you can't draw with a mouse. 1985. We can cheat. We can cheat. We can fake it. So I click on the famous person's Instagram, and it's Donald Faison from Scrubs, and I believe he hosted some game shows as well, or does host some game shows or dancing reality shows, and I'm like, all right, this is crazy. And he's got a bunch of these just awesome Transformers toys that he's stop motioning, transforming, and doing some things. Just really simple little things, but beautiful. Like definitely professional, like better than my stop motion, full professional level stop motioning. He's got the armatures that come in and attach to their back to move, which is I don't have. And it's just there's no flicker. It's perfect. He's got it on like he's doing some stop motion on like a grid. It's like, do you have like a room just meant for doing stop motion? Like, of course, people are sending you free stop motion stuff, I guess. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna follow Donald Faison. I guess I am. I don't know for how long, because there's a good chunk of like a handful of stop motion things, some like characters that he seems to be building that are again like amazing. But then there's just intermixed with so many pictures, just like, hey, I'm like laying on this fun chair. Hey, I'm just hanging out by the pool. Hey, I'm having dinner with Zach Braff. Like, I don't care about this. I don't want to watch you eating. I don't just transform some toys. Let me have see some action figure stop motion over here. Excuse me. So, although impressive, as per usual, I am still mostly just fully jealous. Uh, when people get free stuff. uh, very interesting, nonetheless. Nonetheless. Um, but weirdness and craziness wise, uh, like I said last week, I'm gonna finish that film that I've been working on. Tired of working day and then all night. So like this weekend, it's getting done. It's getting done. It's getting done. I'm not gonna stop. It's getting done. It's at least gonna be animated, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like finish this on the weekend. Like, how could I not? And I was like just drawing and like crazy. And the Saturday night, it was like, well, now it's getting really late, and I need to stop and I need to go to bed soon. We're 2 hours before right now, and I'm just like, oh, if I can just rough a few things in, then tomorrow will be nothing to clean them up. So like I animated it all by like Sunday afternoon ish. So everything is animated. Most of it, like 90% of it's painted. Pretty well all the backgrounds are in there. Only some of those need some extra stuff added to make them complete backgrounds. And then of course a thousand little fixes and effects and touches to make it special. But that stuff is all easy now. Like the part that destroys my arm is done, but I guess it destroyed my pen. I don't know. Um, but in trying to do that much stuff, at a certain point, I'm just like, well, now I need to reset again. I have to restart the day. It's it's I've just spent too much time in either this chair or this chair, just like this, drawing away, and maybe it's some sort of disconnection. Maybe I have to push those connections back in because I have been moving this back and forth a lot. I'll try that. Um, and so anyway, once a few hours pass, where I'm just like, oh god, I need to move. I need to move. I gotta do something. So like, just do a lap like around town or just the block, or just I don't know, just down the street and back. So it wasn't the middle of the night or anything. It was later. It was just I think it was dark out. It was just about dark anyway. But it wasn't like, hey, there is no like, hey, we're coming home from the bar or we're doing whatever. Like, if you're out in the streets drunk, you're just out in the streets drunk at this point. There is no on your way to or from anything. So it is like, well, it's getting late. I definitely don't need to ever get some drumsticks, some ice cream, because that just makes me feel terrible. Makes me feel so terrible. Like one, I can get away with, and I'll just like, ooh, that feels a little bad later on, but like just a little bit of heartburn or something for a second. Two drumsticks, definitely shouldn't get two drumsticks and an ice cream sandwich. So I got two drumsticks and an ice cream sandwich at the gas station on my walk around, and on my way out. this dude was coming in, or he was like on the other side of the parking lot, and I didn't notice. I didn't notice anybody at first. I just opened the door and I start to walk, and I just hear like, yeah, yeah, no, what's happening? Where's what? And realize this guy is coming from like kind of behind the pumps, like between the pump area, so that's why I couldn't quite see him. But then he just had big headphones on and was just fully just yelling. Like he was not singing along. There was no singing at all. He was just yeah, like cheering for the band, I guess. He was having a great time, but he also I guess it was not weird. I kind of do that. I'll walk around kind of singing all the time with my headphones on. But I think the fact that it was like he was kind of big. Like he was definitely taller than me. But he walked in that way where that easily says like I'm pretty much ready for a fight. Like he was in like He-Man action figure pose. Like his arms were out like this the whole time and just going like yeah, there we go, doing it. And but it was like some fairly like aggressively yelled and some aggressive lyrics or whatever it is, cheers. And just like um is this guy looking for a fight? And quick assessment of the situation was clearly he's not looking for a fight, but if anything happens, this guy is going to turn it into a fight for sure. Like he was fully just amped up, way more than anybody needs to be amped up to go to a gas station, to go to a corner store in the evening, and also his arms weren't that big that they needed to be out like this. Like when you do go to the gym and there's the bodybuilders and they're just like, oh, somebody do up my pants for me and wipe my bum because this is as far as my arms will work. Like, yep, that makes sense because your arms are so huge that they clearly physically can't move in all of the directions. But this guy's arms were definitely big enough that he could have easily put them down at his side and walked the way I was walking. But he clearly, at some point in his life, made an effort to walk like this in full on tough guy pose, and now that's what he's used to, or he was fully making an effort, just like, oh, it's getting dark, and we're in Truro where it seems not that dangerous. I better walk around like I am the dangerous, and I mean, technically it worked. Like I couldn't wait to be a good 20 feet away from whatever situation he was going to be involved in before the end of that night. Nearly guaranteed. Again, mostly based on big boy arm posture. Oh man. Um, so I wish I had a bunch more stories, but I didn't really go anywhere other than again like thinking like, well, it's not lockdown anymore. I'm gonna swing by the dollar store the other day, and I walk into the mall and it's just like this. This is Zombie Mall? Is this the Night of the Living Dead? The Day of the Dead? The Mall of the Dead? What's going on? Like everything is closed except for like two or three stores. There's still a good handful of people in there, and it's just like, oh, I guess we're still on lockdown. I thought it was over nearly a week ago. Okay, then. I'll get some art stuff from the dollar store. I don't need this. This is a necessity. Dr. Strang will be so upset with me, and I'm going to go home and back into a little life of seclusion. Um, have him staring his to hold. Oh my god, drawing with a mouse is crazy. Oh, man. Why did I start talking about that? Oh, here's a dumb thing that I don't understand that happened without me having to leave anywhere. I got an email. Like, I don't think it didn't go to my junk mail. It was in my regular mail from Roy. Hey, it's Roy. I don't think I've ever known anybody named Roy in my entire life. The closest thing is my friend Amanda calls her brother Little Roy. His name in no way resembles the word Roy. I don't know why. Everybody she knows has a weird name. All right? Nobody is just like, oh, I was talking to Scales. Like, I don't know who that is. I probably don't know their real name. Why are they called Scales? Like, no reason. Cool. All right. Anyway, names are hard. So, big here. Um, I'm looking at this email. Like it seems like a real email. It doesn't seem like it's from a robot at all. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read this email from Roy, and it was like, hey, just wanted to check in, make sure you're doing okay. With all this pandemic stuff and whatnot for the last year, you doing okay? I noticed from like your profile or your website or wherever that you're an artist. So that's cool. How's your art going? Just checking in, make sure you're doing okay. Roy. You don't you what? Roy? Are you okay? And I think from no, yes, from the pro I think what it meant was somehow he found like I which was it to my Hotmail? Uh, it must on my either my Outlook or my Gmail. It says like artist or something. In that profile, it just has my name and whatever, which I've never thought about. So I think that's what he's talking about. I think that hey, I was somehow just scouring the internet for like Outlook or Gmail profiles, Google profiles, and it says you're an artist anyway. Just checking, like this isn't even like Melissa is telling stories about like, hey, I can't so much as use my Facebook without getting 35 messages from just every random dude in town, just like, hey, if you're single we should hang out, would you like to see pictures of my wiener? And it's just like it's nowhere near anything like that. It's just hey, I'm not trying to get your money. I'm not trying to send you weird nude pictures. Just checking in. It's me. It's Roy. Are we going to cut to Roy now? Are you going to add Roy the character? And he'll be like, hey, now even more important than Ted and Milo, it's Roy. He's always checking in. So, go ahead. Cut to Roy. Can I be Roy? I'll take that name and I'll run with it. Well, you can run with us. We've got everything we need. You can run with us. We are free. Do. Run with us. We have passion in our eyes. Run with us. We are free. No. No, you can't be Roy. You're Dan, I think. I think you're Danny. When darkness falls, leaving shadows in the night, don't be afraid. You're not alone. Jason's here, and I am over there, and we are raccoons. We're getting stuff in your hair. Those aren't the words. Those aren't the words. You guys are all terrible. Does make me forget that my arm hurts and doesn't hurt as much. So that's cool. That is cool. I feel mildly insane. Drawing with a mouse at this sketchy stuff. How is it still? Why is it still doing bloopy lines when I'm not drawing with a pen? There's no pressure sensitivity here. Oh, somebody. I'm gonna pick it up. Oh man, Mandy Patinkin wants to kill the guy who's got 11 fingers. Mandy Patinkin. So I didn't write back to Roy, obviously. Um, I threw him into the old delete column. But if you're out there, Roy, and you're watching right now, go ahead and throw a comment down the screen. I know that you're not. Um, so many things to yell about. What time is it? All right, let's end this one up. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. This probably won't go too long because drawing with a mouse is actively making me insane. Um, but speaking of active insanity, I saw something somewhere that people are in production or they're trying to produce. They're already producing two of the same film. Both of these parties, which I assume are rich people, movie people, they're making two of them, two different groups. They want to make Tiger King movies. One is like, hey, we want to make a Nicolas Cage Tiger King. Imagine seeing Nicolas Cage as the Tiger King. I don't need to. Tiger King was already on. We saw Nicolas Cage as the Tiger King. It just wasn't Nicolas Cage, but we got the gist. We got the gist. And some other person that's like, I need to make a movie about the Tiger King. Oh, do you? Do you? Why? Why is that? Why do you need to make a movie about? To explain to me, where'd you get what's your reasoning behind this? Oh, dude, there's this thing. It's crazy. It's such a crazy thing that everybody should know about it. I think it's my job. I think what I should do is take this story of this guy who like has this weird tiger park and I should get that story out to the world. And I'm going to do that in movie form. What about you, other guy? Same deal. I got to get this story out there. I need people to know about this crazy epic story that is Tiger King. You need to get that story out into the world. Is that what you need to do? Where'd you hear about the story of Tiger King? Did you find some obscure article in the back drawers of Reddit? Was it one of five things on a I can't remember the people who make listicles, but those BuzzFeed on a BuzzFeed list was it number 4 of 5 on a BuzzFeed list? Crazy things. The Tiger King. No, it was actually like the number one most watched Netflix thing in the world. Like everybody has seen it. Everybody has seen it. The whole story. It plays out like I don't know, like a 17-hour movie. I don't remember how many episodes or how long it was, but there's like 20 hours of this story out there. And I think, what I need to do is take all of that, press it down into like an hour and a half, 2 hour movie, and put that out there so that people can finally learn about Tiger King. Even though everybody knows about Tiger King. It's like, Milo. It's like when, hey, when you come out of a zombie movie with like your cool friend who has great ideas, and he's like, hey, I got a great idea, and then the great idea is a zombie movie, and then he's just basically doing his slightly different version of the movie that you just watched. Is it like that? A lot like that. Like it's not even a reboot. It's hey, did you see this? let me reenact it for you. But at the same time, it's like it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Everybody wants more of it, and the reason that TikTok is somehow a multi-million-dollar, enterprise for people who are just like, I didn't even realize they're like, oh hey, I actually, I sell my music on TikTok. It was my TikTok song. Didn't realize that was a thing, but I saw somebody's thing where they're like, check it out. I got like 8 million views of my TikTok song. I made 86 cents. Cool. Cool. It's a weird system designed to eat the people who are trying. Um, but uh, but yeah, like a lot of people will see it if you wait long enough to be like, oh, cool. Finally, we can rewatch The Tiger King, but now as played by some other random people, famous or otherwise, who are going to have a real good time. And I just don't know. Like I just don't understand. I mean, I understand it's because you're going to make all the money, but it's still very clearly it's it was just on. And again, I don't know. I saw an article somewhere somebody posted that was just like, "Hey, it was Batman. We're bringing him back." Oh, you're bringing Batman back? Oh yeah, cuz he's been gone. Where has he been? What does he look like? I don't even remember actually. Finally, someone's bringing Batman back. In the Robert Pattinson movie? No. In the Suicide Squad, in the Justice League, in the 19 incarnations of Batman that have come out within the last 2 years. No, it's we're doing to do like I guess a Batman cartoon for HBO Max or something. Like okay, all right, good. Not a bad idea once again, but again, it's just like we're bringing Batman back is like no, you're not. Where you're making another Batman thing. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. I mean, I mean everywhere. Just was gonna reach for my emergency phone and call the commissioner, but I just don't know. I just don't know. You guys saw the movie? Cause I'm still here. You remember when Batman Returns? I didn't go anywhere. I was always around. All right, cool. I mean, really, like the so true, Pat. There is some cases where it is just like, oh no, no, I would rather watch the fake thing, I guess. But like I don't think I've never watched The Room. The ooh, I can't remember that guy's name, but oh hi, I did not hit her. Oh hi, Mark, that movie, which is it's like the worst movie ever. It's amazingly bad. I've watched like many reviews of it that lay out the whole movie. I did and could not wait to watch The Disaster Artist, which had again like Jason Mantzoukas and Paul Scheer, like a bunch of my favorite improvising people, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I don't think I still was like, well, now I'm gonna go watch the real thing because in this instance, technically, the what did I just call it? The imposter artist? No, um, the something artist. Why can't I think of what it's called now? But whatever. The room artist. That one is the real story. Like that is taking from the diaries of how the movie was made. That actually is the behind the scenes. Nightbot, are you a robot? Dot 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 dot. Make room for the Nightbot. He's here and his name is Scott, but that's his secret. He's got a laser beam in his bum and also one in his eye, but not the one that you think. Um. So anyway, the disaster artist. Sorry, there we go. The disaster artist was uh uh welcome to our channel. What does that mean, Nightbot? What are you talking about? Is it a robot? Is it welcoming people to my own channel? Don't understand. Is it just a new YouTube thing? Say real words, Nightbot. Say real words, or Pat will smite you. I've given him the sword. Oh, Damocles' sword. It will swing low until it slices you thusly. That sounded harsher than necessary. But whatever. They'll make some Tiger King movies. They'll be like, this is the good one, this is the bad one. I mean, they made an excuse me, they made a new I Tanya, the seriously, Nightbot, you're freaking me out. Hello, Gamepad. Welcome to Mr. Cartoon's channel. Would you like a Mr. Cartoon's coaster? I am a robot from the night. I don't understand. Don't understand. But it's being polite, so at least it's a polite night for roboting. So as long as it's just welcoming people, that's cool, I guess. Dear YouTube, write to me in real life and also send me your money. All right, I said coaster, Nightbot, as in to put your drink on. But yeah, would you like a Mr. Cartoon's toaster? I would love to sell some toasters. You're definitely not a robot then. You're definitely not a robot. Because those are real words. Unless, can robots do that, Pat? Can robots do that? Anyway, everyone shut up. Where's my toaster? Where's my toaster? I have signed up, and I'm waiting in line. If I don't get a toaster with that logo on it that has my little face inside your face, then I will raise such a stink. I will push something over. I will smash that painting of Ted right off the wall. Hey, hey, hey! I enjoy toast as much as everyone else. Some nice hot bread? Yeah, bros. Totally cool. But you don't need to take me down off the wall, bros. You don't need to take me down off the wall. It's okay, Ted. I won't. I'll do my best to protect you from Milo. No, you must sleep, and I am always awake. You're always asleep. Touche. Two and Shay. Ah, well then. Do as you will, Nightbot. I have yet to give Pat powers, and I don't remember how. You enjoy your puns, for sure, Nightbot. You enjoy your puns. Um, oh, I can't click on you and get any information. Lucky for you, Nightbot, my pen doesn't work, so I'm gonna do some creeping. Clicking on YouTube. Gonna see who the Nightbot is. Maybe I will click. I just click here. Take me to who the Nightbot is. Okay, mute myself. Nightbot. You click on them, it doesn't give me clickability. Why do you have a little wrench? Move, hide user, add moderator. Oh, here we go. Gonna click on Pat, add moderator. Pat Prue is now a moderator. He has a sword and a shield. He knows how to wield for justice and the crown. Don't let me down. Nightbot be like, but again, so far Nightbot, you're enjoyable and fun, and your puns are fine. I just want to. How do I? I can't just go to your channel. Show me your channel. Be away. Has to be away. Anyway. Oh, I see what's going on. See, like, Pat has a little wrench next to his name. Well, you guys can't see that, I can. And Nightbot has a little fake wrench icon next to his name, making it look like he's a moderator of things. Ted? Are you Nightbot? Rose, if I was a Nightbot, I promise I would tell you. I do not keep any secrets. Unless maybe I'm trying to infiltrate some crime guys for like the FBI so that we can get those diamonds back through air surfing, then I'd keep that a secret. But everything else, guys, totally on the reels. Now you're congratulating Pat. Nightbot, you're out of control, and you're freaking me out. If you're a real person that I should know, please tell me. How do I? There has to be a way to just go, to just see. I can't click on Pat's either. That doesn't take me to channel, but I feel like there was a way. There was a way. Followed. If you followed or subscribed, then I think I could find. I can see by my numbers, I don't have new followers. Hey, Nightbat, hit that subscribe button. Or you will be smited for sure. Once again, you are out of control. I'm the one who's supposed to be out of control, and you are supposed to be the voice of reason. With a broken pen, there's no reason to be in control. You're out of I'm looking at the wrong screen. All right, let me close this. Oh man. So what was the other thing? There's the Tiger King. That enraged me. I watched a trailer for the Eternals. Huh? You guys won't know anything about this except for Avocado Shakes and Drake. But it's a new Marvel comic books movie, and I don't know who the Eternals are. And I don't think I care. The trailer didn't make me think, wow, yeah, this is going to be another Guardians of the Galaxy for sure. I'm just like, all right. This seems like a long movie. Probably be well done. And, but yeah, I can time them out and stuff too. I kept thinking every time I kept hearing like Kumail Nanjiani is going to be in a Marvel movie, he's going to be in the Eternals. I thought for sure the Eternals were the Inhumans. And then I watched the thing about the Inhumans TV show, and that was dumb. So I never watched it, and I never cared. I've only ever seen the odd like panel or book where occasionally, I want to say Crystal or Krista, this is the one with the she has crazy tentacle hair, and either her and or the other person that has the giant dog, whose name I also don't remember. So just because of Kumail, I'll probably go see it. It looks like it's still going to be kind of fun, maybe. But mostly I'm just like, I definitely have no nostalgia for this in any way, shape, or form. Also, was genuinely surprised today when it was like, oh, huh. I thought they were going to have the Inhumans TV show, and then they were just going to be like, yeah, whatever, that didn't do good. Let's do a movie version, and it's completely different people. There's no giant dog. There's no whip hair. There's no Black Bolt. I don't know. Who am I to judge? At least they're not remaking a Tiger King, so that's fine. So I'm not enraged about that. I'm just kind of like, hey, there's more Marvel movies, I guess. I don't know. There's a Black Widow movie. I watched the opening of that as well, and also didn't care. It's probably going to be pretty amazing. Almost definitely will have to watch it. But based on that opening bit, I was just like, oh yeah, yeah. Do more Batman-y stuff, I guess. Oh, going to the movies. That's crazy. Remember those days? Long, long time ago, we would see the movies, yo, by going to a place with some seats, grab some popcorn, and warm eats. Now we saying my, staying home guy, watching movies on the Netflix until we die. Oh man, unless you got yourself vaccinated. That's why arm hurts real mean. The other weird thing. Well, weird real life thing. I meant to say this last week and forgot. Um, I was gonna say who it was, but the people who she was talking about, you do use the internet, and they might see this. So this friend of mine was complaining about how their neighbor was just being wicked loud, as people often do. Or it's just like, hey, there you are, 30 feet away. I'm just gonna scream my accolades and hellos to you. It's a wonderful day, huh? It's a great day. Good day to be out for a drive or a walk. Cool. Let me not even turn my car off and just scream back and forth at each other. Um, and I was like, yeah, what? Like, welcome to Nova Scotia. That's every day. I swear to God, like most people around here, I guess just don't have cell phones. So when they see somebody they know, they just scream. Also, instead of just like, if I just text that person, then this won't be jarring and crazy. So, like literally the same day that they were like, "Oh, these people are so loud." Like, yeah, everyone is loud to me. Everyone is loud to me. It doesn't matter if it's nice and quiet. Everything is still too loud. Um, come on back, buttons. So, like that very same day, I can hear some yelling. So I look out this window right here behind me, and I can see like there's a building right here. Then there's like a house, and then there's like another building house. So like three buildings away, and there's like 2 or 3 yards in between me and this other building that I'm talking about. And on top of the roof of that building is some dude, a roofer dude, doing roofer dude stuff. And in the midst of his roofer dudery, he noticed, or some other dude in a van down below this window. Let me go to the other camera. Down below this window right here, like in this parking lot. Again, even besides all the buildings that I mentioned, there's still some barns and garages in between as well, and several yards. So, from right below my window, this guy just like, hey, and I don't take the time to process what they're saying, but just like, how's it going? Like, and dude from a roof 4 yards away, hey, pretty good. How you doing? Just up here doing roofing. So now they were doing roofing work. Yeah, we're doing roofing work. How's the old lady? Old lady's pretty good. How's the old bear? Old bear's pretty good. You heading over to see Blue? And it's just like, wow. So I open my window, I take a picture of the roofer, get as wide of a shot as I can, and I draw an arrow from where the roofer is. And I'm like, this guy is talking to this person way over here who I can't even get into this frame because they're so close to me. And sent it to my friend to just be like, huh? Welcome to the world. I'm looking at the wrong camera. People are just screaming at each other all the time. I don't get that one, Nightbot. I don't get that one, but feel free to be whiskers about things. Oh man, Nightbot, you're slowly becoming one of my favorite things, though. The punnery is adorable. I don't get that one. I don't get that one. Also, when I hear the word whiskers, I don't think about cat whiskers. I think about, you know what I think about. You all know what I think about. Anybody want to care to take a guess? I'm gonna guess that the only person, maybe might be weird enough. No, nobody's gonna guess. Uh, don't know what that one means, Nightbot. But whenever I hear the word whiskers, I think of, I was gonna say space submarine, Sequest DSV, deep sea venture or deep sea vehicle. Um, when Roy Schreider, I believe he piloted the Sequest. They had these like three little pods that would fly around or float around the submarine, and they were called whiskers, just like a cat's whiskers. Checks to see what's in front of it, if it can fit through spaces and whatnot. These are, I don't think of cat's whiskers. I mean, seriously, I'm right here. Ted is over here. Ripley's over there. There's literally a cat next door that screams in the night for no reason whatsoever. And the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word whiskers is Sequest, DSV. Yeah, the show that in one season they just decided to abduct Roy Schreider into space, and I believe Mark Hamill played one of the aliens. Yeah, I mean, Mark Hamill played one of the aliens, I'm pretty sure. So of course we're gonna watch that. Oh my god. NBC of the 90s was weird. It was. It was weird and magical. And if you try to go back and rewatch any Sequest, it's not good. It didn't hold up then, and it doesn't hold up now. But man, oh man, did I love it. Are you for real? Are you for real? Am I for real? Are you for real? Yo, is this Pharrell or is this for real? Is this the hat or is this a steal? Hey, what? I lost. I lost my wheel. My train of thought. It fell off, and it was a tragic spill. You tried. You tried your best. That's all we can ask. Oh man, do I ever want a haircut? Um, So yeah, they were yelling back and forth at each other, and I made a little picture of it and sent it away and just be like, huh? Don't try to tell me you've got weird stories. I've got the weird stories. And really, it wasn't threatening like that. Um, let's just bend his face. Let's just do this. I don't like that. Have a good night, Space Goonie. I'll talk to you next week. And yeah, maybe I might actually make this stream happen earlier. Maybe it started at 7:30 because 8:30 is ridiculous, isn't it? I don't have anything else to do. I mean, I do, but you know, it's a long time to wait to just start streaming. I might start earlier. Um, oh, drawing with a mouse is ridiculous. Um, oh, you're ridiculous, Space Goonie. You're the one who is ridiculous. Space Goonie at night, boss, in a box full of ridiculous jello. Um, there's one more. Oh, yes, that's what it was. So, two things the internet has decided, hey, here's what you need to know about, or what you're probably interested in. And one of them is my fault. I get it. I clicked on a thing, I watched a video, and that's why it's like, well, you definitely want to see 100 more of those every day, right? And no, I don't. So whatever it was the other day, just scrolling through YouTube's, and it's my normal like, here's your British panel shows, here's your corridor stuff, here's your Game Grumps, and things that are similar to those things. YouTube doesn't usually give me a huge variety, and here's your strip of COVID news. And um, I forget how it was phrased, but it was like, "This is the worst survival saw on Amazon." I'm like, "All right, I can understand how this connected." I watched some college humor videos from a while ago, and some other review video of just like, "Hey, here's an Amazon review thing," but from people who don't normally just like review stuff. And this guy was just like, "This is the worst survival acts on Amazon." Now, the reason that I also, oh, this might be a connector as well, but the reason I clicked on it was, as Pat mentioned several streams ago, Dave Gorman, British comedian, has some show uh, where at some point he'll get like three other comedians and he'll present some stuff to them and he'll be like, hey, which one of the ads goes with this product, or what's this about, and just weird things from the internet. And one of them was this particular survival shovel. And the way the commercial played out was like, oh, this is a crazy shovel. Like, this really is a survival shovel. Who would even get one of these except somebody who's a real diehard survivalist? It's a nutty shovel. So I clicked on the video to actually see what the shovel was. I was like, well, why not? Even I watched this other one like months and months ago. And he opens it up and he's like, this shovel is terrible. It was a weird shovel. He like opened the handle. There was a knife in it. He's like, this knife is going to break easily. It's got a fire starter. It's got a wire cutter. And you can dig with it, or you could supposedly use it as an axe. And he's like, this is the worst axe. Everything about this is the worst. He's like, it looks good. It looks real good. It feels pretty good. He's like, but it's garbage. Fine. I skimmed through it mostly anyway. I don't really care about survival shovels. But now, because of that survival shovel axe thing, YouTube is just like, hey, we got a new axe for you, huh? What about this axe? This is a survival axe. This is just the greatest axe ever. This is just the worst axe ever. Like, well, what else do you need to know about axes? We got all the axe videos. Like, I don't need or want any axe videos. That was a weird shovel video. Honestly, if you were showing me more weird shovel videos, I'll watch some more weird shovel videos probably, but I don't think there's any more weird shovel videos out there. So we're done. So we're good. So yeah, now I'm just getting like my YouTube feed is just peppered with with axe videos. Just people just really enjoying axes, dissecting. I haven't clicked on any of them. Just like don't click them, let them go away. Technically, I could probably click on them and be like, hey, show me less shovel videos. And the other thing, which I didn't click on anything, the only reason I can think that this one came up was from listening to a podcast without my headphones on so that the phone, so that the nightbots, if you will, heard what was said, heard some of the words in the air, and decided you need to see these now. Because I didn't say it. I'm going to say the name out loud now, and it's probably the first time that I've ever said this name out loud in my whole life. And I usually forget what it is. Excuse me. Jennifer Tilly. There, I've said it out loud. I've completely, the algorithm's going to go crazy now. But at least two different podcasts randomly, one just mentioned Jennifer Tilly, and I'm just like, oh, that's a name that I never think about. Like, I think, isn't that the lady from Bride of Chucky? Like, oh yeah, it is. Like, she's actually pretty fun, but I don't really know her for much of anything. Thought dissipates. And then, whilst trying to finish this short film, I can't like put on anything that I don't already know. Or stuff to watch because I can't. It just takes me away from the work. So mostly for the last little while, I've just been listening to YouTube compilations of old Comedy Bang Bang podcasts. So it's like I've listened to these before. They're, I don't remember them well enough that it's just like I remember this, so it's still kind of fun and new-ish in my head. But it's like it's super funny, great characters, and half the time I'm still somewhat surprised, but it doesn't take me out of my work and make me sit back and go, I'm just going to listen to this now. The I don't even know, whatever it was, like last week sometime, one of the episodes, one of the characters that shows up on Comedy Bang Bang, a bunch of these improvisers and famous people show up and pretend to be other famous people or made up characters, and one of them was this lady pretending to be Jennifer Tilly. I keep starting to say Meg Tilly. I don't know if that's a real person or if I'm getting the names wrong. So she was doing the voice. It was really funny, really great. And then after that, somewhere within a day of like both of these things happening, also within a day of each other, my Instagram is just like, hey, here's pictures of Jennifer Tilly now. Here's pictures of her with Chucky. Here's to her own Instagram site. Here's just her chilling out, wearing new sunglasses. Don't have a problem with this. Out of all of the things that Instagram randomly suggests, i.e., here's some meat being processed, here's some teeth being cleaned. I know you went to the dentist the other day. Let's show you a bunch of weird dental pictures now. Don't do that. What's up with this algorithm? But again, at least that was like I was looking up dentists. There's reasons for my phone to think I have some sort of connection or need for more dentist info. Definitely not Instagram photos though. And then it's just like, hey, for the next few weeks, just gonna pepper in a bunch of what Jennifer Tilly's up to. Spoiler alert, it's still usually Bride of Chucky related. Just I feel like one of these times I'm gonna put the pen, and it keeps registering. It's just so I'm gonna be doing some research. I'm gonna be doing some research to figure out what is happening. Can't believe it wasn't right at the top. And man, oh man, if there's a way to get a AAA battery in there, I've got a drawer full of AAA batteries. That would be ideal. Don't see a way to get into this thing. But still got the box in the closet. Definitely have the book in there. Definitely didn't come with a book, and it's going to tell me to go to the internet. So we'll see what's up with that. There was Jennifer Tilly, weird shovels, and lastly, before we close up shop, that was everything. Phazon does stop motion. Dude yelling 3 yards over. I knew there was another one. So the other weird thing, again, not that weird, probably normal to a lot of people who are super into cars. But just down the road a little ways. Oh my god, I literally almost don't want to put my arm back down because oh god. Oh yeah, yep. Once it's in one place, it's fine. When you move in between, it's just like, wow. Still, not the worst pain in the world, but just enough to make you think. So, just down around the corner here, there's a guy with like a fancy, like old-timey car that he clearly like restored or rebuilt or something like that. One of those ones, like an old hot rod thing where the engine is exposed and it's like, open top and all this stuff. And the other one is like some sort of souped up, I don't know, futuristic sports car that looks pretty new and amazing. Almost a He-Man reference. Almost a He-Man reference, Nightbot. But every time I go by there, I didn't even realize he had both cars. I thought he got rid of the new super sports car, but now both of them are in the yard. But he's just always, and again, I understand the irony, but he's always just fingering his car. That's how you're gonna say it? He's fingering his car. He's just always just touching, and I mean, it's not as bizarre as I make it sound, but like he's always just doing something like detailing the car, adding, taking something away. Like the other day, he was just very, very meticulously, I assume, putting in new rubber around the windows, or just fingering the rubber of the windows. I don't know, but he's always just kind of touching it, doing something with it. Talk too much without drinking any water. And the other day I was thinking like, oh, I gotta mention that just for the fun of saying this dude is always just fingering his car. And today, when I came around, he had, I assume it had to be a leaf blower. It was just a leaf blower, and I don't know what he was doing. It was on like the sports car. It was just on the outside of it. And the best way I can describe it is he was very gently leaf blowing his car. There didn't seem to be anything on it. Maybe he was blowing pollen off it, but it seemed like he was somehow gently blowing around like just the windows. Like again, like if it was some sort of heat gun, but it wasn't. It was a full size, like big leaf blower, and just while his wife stood off to the side, like, yes, I enjoy watching you blow your car. Like, oh, thank you. Later on, I will finger this other car, and you can watch as I do both. And I will. I'll drink my tea out here. Sometimes one of my friends will stand with me as well, and we'll watch you just touch your car. Sometimes there's definitely some cleaning agents and rags and whatnot, but sometimes it is just just making sure everything. It's a car. There's only so much you can do with your finger, and I mean it's every day. It's every day, like always. Since the weather was even slightly okay, he's out there in the yard just poking at his car. Meanwhile, you will spend how many hours poking at action figures and stop motioning them? Like, oh, if the car moves, then it's okay again? I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, if it's doing stuff to make the car move, that's what we're all trying to do in life is make things move. Oh, what about your still pictures? What about you sitting there for hours on end, drawing pictures in your little sketchbook? Those don't move. And again, like I said, I understand the irony. Everybody has their hobbies and whatever, but there's just something about the fact I'm just like, it's still the same car. It hasn't changed. Nothing magical or new has happened. He hasn't finger painted anything on it. But uh, but yeah, the leaf blowing made the most sense only because the pollen has been raining down like crazy, and I've never enjoyed wearing a mask more. Of just like, hey, check this out. When I get home, I'm still mostly gonna be able to breathe, so that's cool. Um, but other than that, like I said, like I always try to end and remind everybody if that's your thing, if you're super into cars, then do your car thing. Like this is my dumb thing. These are my dumb things. Just know that somewhere there's gonna be somebody eventually is gonna have another YouTube channel where they're making fun of how stupid my YouTube channel is, whilst I'm over here making fun of some guy fingering a car while he's making fun of some kid who's got a dirty bike that's like, he doesn't even take care of his bike. And then that kid is in turn just gonna be like, but I love my bike. I'm just BMXing. And he's gonna make some fun of somebody on a skateboard. Skateboard kid's gonna make fun of some toddler who's, I don't know, still drinking out of a bottle, and he's all like, check me out, I'm Mountain Dewing and skateboard, and the kid with the bottle is gonna be like, I just chill. I just chill like a Ted. That's and that's the way to be, bro. You almost did the wrong voice. Thankfully, my mouth wasn't opening. And I was over here rambling things, so everything worked out for the best. And it did. And it did. Um, so, today's comic strip, I guess I should say, was supposed to be about, Milo was all like, hey, I guess I can hear, like, it's not gonna work because the pen doesn't work. Milo's like, hey, Reed, get over here. Or, hey, Richard, get over here a minute. And then Reed's gonna be like, yes. And then he's gonna be like, hey, you know how you stretch all the way over here, but your legs are all the way over there? Your center of gravity is ridiculous, and you should definitely fall down. He's gonna be like, oh, actually, like I put all of the weight in my lower half over there so that I don't fall over. And Miles gonna be like, no, you're still like 30 feet from your legs. There's no way you're not gonna fall over. And then he's gonna fall over. Excuse me. But I don't really like that. Should be more like this. Oops. Oh, annoying. Ish. But of course, when I get my pen working again, I'm probably going to completely redraw this. Oh, man. Oh, that's. But there we go. I did something. Still did something. So yeah. I'm gonna say that's it for this week because I'm somewhat excited to uninstall all of this gear and reinstall it and see it start working again, or stay up till 2 in the morning reading the internet until I can figure out how to make it all work again, and or how to power this pen. I mean, like there's a little metal. Yeah, no, I don't feel any give. So there has to be some way to look it up and figure out something. But that's a doodle with a mouse. Don't recommend it. And someday we'll be able to get haircuts again, and I won't have to resort to cutting my own hair. And I think that's everything. Again, follow Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. It's mostly at Mr. Cartoons, and if you can't find any of it there, MrCartoons.com. There's some stores for clothing merch and mugs and whatnot, and of course the books and comic strips and dinosaur books and poetry books that I made by me. Some of them are about him, and yeah, I'll be spending the evening watching YouTube videos telling me why my pen doesn't work and hoping that at least one of them matches up. I think that's it. I think that's it. We covered everything. I'll make some new commercials soon enough. And we can cut to things and have fun. But I think that's it. I think that's it for tonight. Yeah, I'm good. I got nothing else to say. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Yep, I think we're good, Ripley. You can roll the credits. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night. See you next Tuesday. And hopefully everything is always all right. Credits.